My name is Dr. Jeremy. I'm the medical officer in charge. And nilikuwa tunaomba ku request, maybe can we have
Oh.
Good point. Good point. If you can even put the button here.
Yuko sawa. Hata tukua tumesahau kaka.
Yes, looking at the headlines of newspapers today, across the state of affairs in the Republic of Kenya is very unsatisfactory. When it comes to abduction, extrajudicial killing, missing persons, enforced disappearances, these are things that we thought under the new constitutional dispensation we may not be able to deal with them because they have a more caring society. But this is the face of the Ruto government. If you want to know what how the Ruto government looks, come to this hospital and let us get this traumatized, abducted, robbed, application here in hospital, and now 3 or 4 days down the line, it's not able to talk, it's not able to communicate. The doctors are still doing just radiation and surgery. They are more than, so let's say more aggressive ways of carrying out sexuality that are not observed. The experts who tell us that I have been saying all over here that right now undertake stop abductions of disappearances. That was one of the principles points of that document was signed and executed one and a half years ago. Even in honor of Raila said that the numbers these things have still happened. That's why I continue with this work as you were saying, to campaign with other things that we must be doing to stop what is happening. Abductions should never really happen. The government should have come out there to explain what has happened. I am told that unmarked vehicles belong to this have been probably other. Instead of coming out openly to the problem, they are just monitoring who is coming to see get this, and what others are trying to do so that as I think the solution will not be about talking to this very palace. This is pure sadism, where people enjoy and suffer. I hope that together as Republicans, we're going to bring us to this. But I've lost hope. I don't think President Trump's government is going to change. I think we have made enough noise. Raila made noise. NGs have made noise. And nothing seems to happen. And then they come out with this program of compensation, which is really a pittance and without justice and accountability. So I think Kenya should take Ruto for what it is and fight hard to make sure that next year the exchange will get we're delighted that with the unity of the church, we have undertaken with others to follow this case to the end and see justice. But as we are talking about Davis, there are other two who are missing. I have been told that my colleague, Pablo, has been the other 5 also have been discharged, but we have to follow up their situation until to get appropriate answers. And finally, I want to say that these conversations in the Congress is a municipal imagine checking some questions I have before. He was killed at a young age of around 30 years with a little boy. Imagine this lady was as a widow the rest of her life. That little boy has no father for the rest of her life. And then they offer 3 million shekels. I mean, that is what is paid to those who lose animals to wildlife, or whose properties are attacked by wildlife. There's a fund, that the government has lose property or suffer injury from a wild animal, you can be compensated. That's the category to which Kenyans who have been killed belong. That is mere prejudice, and without justice is not appropriate compensation to suffer.
My name is Ode Francis. You've said you've lost hope. What do you mean?
I've lost hope in this government. Without talking to them can yield results. Somebody like Ella Mulodinga went out of his way and said, even if we restore my election, let us talk as a nation and find out who will all these problems. And he wanted to a 10-point agenda with Ruto, both of them signed, as in this election. Ruto as president, Raila as a fighter in the opposition. And they said they are going to stop abductions and extrajudicial killings, forced disappearances, and many months after Raila died, and that's why I'm saying we lost hope. It did not happen. And the thing is, it's just keep on fighting until change comes.
My name is Steve. What's your message to those 85 new members of the county protesters claiming that it amounts to a lot of people being left? Number 2, we saw the lack of February being one of the last.
Can you come back on the question of this? Oh yeah, I understand. Now, the issue of conflict of interest has been dealt with many times. There are court judgments. What the Constitution says is that you cannot represent an individual in circumstances when you're being paid fees. That is what the Constitution says. I've had that conflict myself raised by the Republic, by the government. In many cases, including the case I represented Jogo about 5 years ago, where the issue was brought up. The issue was brought up in Lucia when I was representing Governor Utuoma. The issue has been brought up many times when I was representing the Deputy Chief Justice, when the Republic ordered the prosecutor for certain offences. So, but the court has made a ruling circumstances where that conflict can stop you to place your representative. And why Babu and I? Why these many other lawyers who part of that? You see, my friend, with whom we have done cases, Senator Orengo, doing so many cases, many. Actually, if you take account of people either in government or in parliament who are doing these cases, there are many. But when it comes to Babu and myself, they seem to be bringing that question. But if it was now a settled law, every time we appear in court, a magistrate or a judge can bring up that issue suo motu without being confronted with an application. Over the years, I can tell you, the practice is that advocates take cases for the government or the national. There have been officials and presidents of the Law Society, Mute, Gautam, Tulakilos, members of parliament or ministers, and they'll still continue to do the cases. And I think it just simply ludicrous that in circumstances where people really deserve to be represented, government will be raising these issues. I'm going to come up with a list where people are representing the Republic. Because a lot of them are calling me names now, but I can tell you each one of them when they're in trouble. Beginning with even the current president, I've represented when they're in trouble. But when they are comfortable in their seats of power, and then they come up with these kinds of issues. My friend in Nakuru was being brutalized. I'm ashamed. This is not the first time it has happened to me. There was another disabled person again who was beaten up near Parliament buildings. That shows the nature of the state that we have. Because if we cannot have pity on a disarmed person, I'm not disarmed, an armed person who's everybody peaceably, then the state is just showing a degree of sadism that is difficult to understand. But I hope that that matter will be taken up. Certainly we require to reach out to our family and seek what justice is done.